Today's wood miller video is about how to change a router bit utilizing the Rockler Power Lift system. We get a lot of questions at wood miller about how do you change a router bit, how do routers work, how do you use a router table, and we had a very specific write-in about how do you use the Rockler Power Lift system. So today we're going to utilize this system and actually change a router bit and show you quickly how this works. So the very first step is there's a snap lock here on the guide. You press the button to release it, and that exposes the router and the router bit. Now there's a lift system, so it's a snap lock gear, and to bring the router bit up, you're going to turn it in a clockwise motion. Now the trick here is you want to bring the router bit up, but you don't want to bring it all the way up flush with the table so it doesn't lock. So there are actually two wrenches to utilize. So there's a repressed wrench, and then there's a wrench that actually has fingers on it. Ours gets used a lot. It's supposed to have a finger on both sides. So what you do is you take the repressed wrench, that will get you to the very first nut system, and then you put on the second wrench, and you're going to turn them in a counterclockwise direction. So that's going to release the pressure on what's called the collet. Then I can remove the bit. Now in this case, this is a 1/4 inch router bit, so it has a 1/4 inch foot. So in this case, I'm going to actually take this collet off because the bit I'm going to use today actually has a 1/2 inch shank. So to utilize that, I need a 1/2 inch collet. So the collet fits on the same router. Here I'm going to just simply put it on the screws. Now what I like to do is I like to insert the router bit and the 1/2 inch shank all the way down flush, and then I raise it slightly. Now the reason I do that is that you want it seated well so that there's no vibration, but you also don't want it turning directly onto the bottom of the shank or the top of the shank. So in this case, all I do, take the same wrench system, and in this case I'm going to go clockwise to tighten it up. Give it a little bit of pressure, not too much. I'm going to put the guide back on, and then in this case, to lower the router bit, I'm going to now go in a counterclockwise direction. Now the very last thing I want to cover with you is, you see this is to do it quickly, raise and lower the router bit. I also have here a micro adjustment so that I can go down to fractions of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch, 3/32 of an inch, and the like. So hopefully that's been informative to you on how to change a router bit on the Rockler Power Lift system. Thank you.